This is one big fish we got here. G'day folks, once again back out on the water.
What's that?
I'm recording.
Sorry, man.
Talking to the audience. Got my mate Adam with me again, and we're going to do a 2-night trip this time. My first more than one night on the lake. Adam's just pulled up to put some sunscreen on. We're going to have really beautiful weather, very warm weather I think, and we're going to go to this great new little spot which we found not too far from the last spot that I was at. So yeah, that's 3 camping spots we've discovered so far. I'm sure there's plenty more to discover. This one's going to be a nice relaxing 2 nights, nice weather, and as always a fish or two. Just coming through our second forest now. Obviously we've already crossed the lake and our first little dead forest. Camping grounds are just around the corner. We're taking our time. Well, early morning there was a little bit of cloud cover, but it's really all gone now. All blue sky, and I can feel it warming up already. What time are we? It's only 9:15 AM. I think today it's around about 26, 27 degree top. And tomorrow is a 30-degree day, I believe. And warmer again on Sunday. I'll tell you about with Sean, when I was editing the stuff with Sean.
You condensed it in a message, yeah.
Mainly because he was just farting all the time and swearing and, you know, trying to keep it family friendly, you know. There was an 11, I let it go for 11 minutes, the main camera. I think I got about 10 seconds out of that footage. Maybe 20, I don't know. I'm thinking I've got a whiz coming up on me.
A what?
I need to go to the loo. I'm thinking of going to our camp spot and staking it out, having a look. And just do a wee over there. Oop. Oh, forest under me. It's that green spot right in the middle, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. They just got this cool little thing.
Yeah, they are good. Yeah, that's one actually has come with that stove. I saw it there, but I didn't grab it.
Yeah. Got these little spikes here, you just push into the dirt.
Yeah, it's certainly not that good. That's a good one, though.
Kmart grill.
Yeah. Perfect.
I'll fit two steaks on it.
Oh, you know, I was looking everywhere for one of them yesterday.
I've actually got a...
All sold out.
I've got a double. I've got a red...
A dozen.
one.
Went to Macpac and Anaconda. No, all sold out.
Mate, I was in his photos. Did you do Hatter Lakes? The Hatter Lakes hike up near Mildura?
No.
It was a 5-day one.
Oh.
Being a 5-day hike, back then we had a billy similar to that, and we used to just wrap our fresh eggs in newspaper.
Yep.
And Dwayne had managed to, you know, I'm not sure if I had any left, but he managed to survive all that time. And I got up. He was up before me in the morning, and we were on one of these lakes, these small lakes, and there was a big log, so the tent was there was a big log that we sat on and the fire was on the other side. And he's down there sort of tending to the fire over this way, and I just sort of go, oh, what a morning! I stepped over the log and it stepped right on his last 2 eggs. The last 2 eggs on the last day. You just killed my breakfast.
No coming back from that.
No. This is one big fish we got here. He's gone into a snag. There we go, he's loose. That is a big carp. Big splashy carp. There it is. One big carp. Well, the sun has gone down. Been out here for the last at least couple of hours. But we're only just getting into optimal fishing time. On dusk, I did catch my biggest ever freshwater fish, a carp. Huge. And I caught a tiny little bass, once again. Ooh. Crazy hair. Are you kidding me? Another little one. Top of the morning to you. Well, I had a sleep in, and well, I thought Adam was having a sleep in as well when I'd looked around and saw that, hang on, his kayak's gone. He obviously got out early for the early morning fish, which I totally missed, but I need my sleep. Maybe I'll try tomorrow morning. Going to be a warm day today, probably about 30 degrees I think. I'll get back out on the water eventually. Totally beautiful morning right now though. Only the lightest of breezes. Cappuccino. Lovely blue sunny day. In the evening dusk fish, I got 2 tiny little bass. That's all I seem to be pulling out of the water these days. The bass about that long. I think I got 3 eventually, but then I got the really big carp. But carp is no good to me. I'm just toying with the idea of getting out on the water myself right now. It's nice and calm. And although I've missed the dawn rise, I can still hear them splashing around me, and I believe that's mostly the carp. It tends to be the carp that do the big splashes. Those bass and trout are down there somewhere. That's what I seek. Oh, I'm just going to enjoy this cappuccino.
I'd love to come out here at night, somewhere along these banks at night. I bet you'd see crayfish, all sorts of things.
Yeah, well, when I was at the Steve Track Camp, that was a full moon night, and I was looking out for it as soon as it hit the water. Tell you what, you should see when the moon comes up on the lake, a full moon. It's incredible. Well, that was all a new experience for me.
What's that?
It was all a new experience for me. Never been beyond Steve's track.
We haven't come to that yet, have we?
We haven't reached it yet.
No.
I'll be having one more good crack at the evening fish.
Yeah, me too.
I'm determined to pull a keeper fish out. Just want to grab just a decent bass that I'll get a couple of good little fillets off. You know, trout would be wonderful, but I don't know what's more prevalent.
What was the thinking or the reasoning behind introducing carp?
I have no idea.
Was it to knock off some other species and that all backfired, or
Kind of like the cane toad.
kind of just felt like it?
Let's bring a cane toad in. Well, I mean, rabbits were introduced, weren't they?
Just bring rabbits in. Oh, Oh, they died. Oh, let's bring another lot in. Yeah, they died too. Okay, let's bring a third lot in. And then they flourished.
How did that happen? Why did the first lot die?
I don't know, but it took 3 attempts or something.
Right.
I think foxes are stealing for game.
Yeah, no doubt. That's an English thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
They would say, hey,
As are the
we
rabbits.
need something to hunt other than these, whatever the hell these are. These bouncy things. What about pigs? Surely we didn't have wild boar here.
No, they weren't. No, they're
No.
introduced. Yeah.
Obviously not deer either. What else have we got? It's not native.
You got the blackberries, fox thistles.
Oh, yeah. There's a car. See the car up there?
Yeah.
We actually climbed that high.
Sorry?
That looks pretty high, doesn't it?
Bloody hell, it is.
That hill we went up. Did you see that? That went a metre out of the water. I've never seen a fish jump that high. We got one. We got one. Yeah. It's only little by the feel of it. Oh, that's the biggest one I've got for a while. Still little. I'm just hearing so many splashes.
It's everywhere.
It's the most I've ever seen, mate. I've never seen this activity before. These blokes are about to rock my boat. Can I find the hole? That's the question. Yes, I can. you reckon that's jet skis? Yeah, they're on the road.
They're allowed to get away with it. Imagine if your car sounded like that.
For a very brief moment, when I've had one motorbike in my life. I still wish, I've had one ever since, but it's never been a priority. For a very brief moment, I considered Harleys cool.
Yeah.
And then when they went past me, I'd be going, seriously, dude?
They scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, they seem to want to do that one single rev as they pass you.
Yes.
I think it's a Harley code.
It's so loud. Where we live, we would have a loud motorbike. We'd have the council onto us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had my nephew over once. He had his 2 strokes and the neighbour walked over and complained.
Really?
It's like,
Wow, you're on a 20 acre
dude,
block.
it's been like 20 minutes. I live on 20 acres here. Give me a break. You've chosen to live in a rural area. There are motorbikes in rural areas. These people who just want to live in silence and enforce everyone else to live in silence, even the ones that have been there for 2 generations.
So that's going to be the problem when for a while it was a little piece of news that many Metro and Melbourne people were looking to move away into the rural area. They'll bring their Metro sensibilities with them, and they'll be the ones who are always complaining and why don't we have this out here? Why don't we have this?
Yeah. Go to the city.
Yeah. Go and get, varmint.
Like yours kind around here.
I have had a long-held fantasy of I've just got this image in my head. I've grabbed my trapper hat, but I've got those red long johns, and I've gone to the outhouse, and I'm in these boots in my red long johns, and my bum flap's still open, and I come out shaking my gun, going, "Get out of here, varmints!"
Your little Coachman double-barrel shotgun.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Hatfields and the McCoys type image. Sorry, mate.
Did you get any fish or?
We've caught them, but they're not
Too
keepers.
small. Yeah.
Yeah, just little guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this lake.
Vast. Got a canoe. I love the idea of a pack canoe. I want the range because canoes are so much more portable again than these because they're so light. We could do a Canadian style portage, albeit a 55 kilometre portage, but we'll get to the other lake. Well, another lake adventure done and dusted. First time ever with the 2-nighter. Made for a much more slower paced trip, even though all my trips are slow paced anyway. We did catch some fish, but we didn't catch any fish to eat because they weren't big enough. The weather has been ideal. We're practically crossing a glassy lake now. We could almost go another night. Well, we'll see what the next adventure brings, folks. Stay well. See ya.